difference? Did you guys actually see that? Or no? Because I can repeat it.
Repeat it, please.
Yep.
What was it?
So did you guys, all right, so we'll sit here for a second, right? So when you have a dominant horse, right? He has no respect for a human being to come in and be like, because I said so. He knows it because he's attached to you, right? Where you have the halter, he's not dumb. But he also has no respect for it. So even if he's in the halter or in the saddle or anything else, in his mind, he's always like, well, I have an out. If I don't want to do this, I have an out, right? So that's where I get my 6 non-negotiables from. I want to be able to sit in the saddle and feel safe about it, right? I don't want you to be constantly thinking about like, well, maybe I don't want to do this. But if you come at a horse like this and you say, because I said so, it's not a good enough answer for him. It's empty. Because then he goes, well, I reject it. And then the human's like, I'm out, right? I was taught that I was the leader, right? So then the horse like this, haha, you don't have an answer. So what I did is I just simply came in and said, hi, I understand you don't want to listen to me today. No problem, I don't really care. But these are the things that I have to have in order to have a relationship with you. So when he was over here and I was over here, I allowed it. But then I wanted to be able to come up in his space and be able to move him and it be, right? Those are my 2 legs. Now he has a choice, he can leave. But he also knows that I'm not afraid of running around in here. Right? So as soon as I went, oh, you want to ignore me? Cool, let's canter. He was like, crap, what are we doing? Right? But it changed, it was his decision. And that's where I think you get into a little bit of trouble with this horse is you have to have a higher reason. And today, because I've never met him before, my reason was because I am as cool as he is. You should definitely do what I'm doing. And he's like, why? And I'm like, oh, I'm just doing really cool stuff. So then he was like, wait a second, what are you doing? And then if he doesn't, right, he doesn't want to be with me when he's walking this way, and we'll try, we'll see how he feels. When he walked away, then I knew that my answer, instead of because I told you to, my answer was like, oh, do you want to trot? Oh, we're gonna canter again, let's do it. And quickly he was like, no, what are we doing? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like I met him where he was at, right? Because I didn't come in and say, well, these are the rules and you have to fit in these, right? And that's what I think makes this interesting work, but hard work, because you have to match that horse exactly where he is. He's fun to play with, in my opinion, because he's very like, he's got a lot of energy going on, right? Duncan's horse uses it and he internalizes.
Mm-hmm.
So in order to influence a horse like that, you have to match that energy and then add one. So what I did for this guy was, he wants to canter, cool, I'll canter too, but we're gonna canter together, which is why he was spinning and all upset and all of that stuff, because he wasn't letting me sit in the saddle. So when I'm sitting in the saddle, on the ground or on the horse, my energy is right here and we're going together. And that's when he was like, no, we're not, right? So then that's where I had to get his attention back on me, right? And be like, okay, that's fine, right? But we can be together, but we can also, I can say like, listen, 2 legs, 2 reins, 2 seat bones. I should be able to move you. You should be able to have a choice whether you want to accept me or not. And how many times was he like, nope, I'm going back out there. And I was like, okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I know. She's looking at me like there's no way.
No, what you just described is what I mean by he's obstinate.
Okay.
He just doesn't want to do anything you want him to do.
That's not true.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm saying historically.
oh yeah, no, for sure. Because he's smart enough to know that just because you want to isn't good enough for him. Right?
Right.
So you're
That's
going to
right.
say he's obstinate, and